Yeah, so usually people freak out and crash in sand because they usually overreact, or they tighten up and they don't relax and they don't keep their throttle up. And usually they slow down and start fishtailing and going back and forth. I've been riding sand, deep sand, a long time, maybe at least 10 years. Very deep sand, because there's a lot of deep sand out here. People think of deep sand as a foot. That's not deep. I would say most people probably crash in a foot of sand. Stiff arming and going, I'm trying to fight. Don't fight it.
Relax.
You just make slow inputs in the sand. And what I always say is you make suggestions. You make suggestions to the bike which way you want to go. Sometimes that's all you can do. Make suggestions. I would like to kind of turn left up here. The left turn up here, kind of want to. So in other words, you just really don't want to force it. You don't want to push it too hard. And that's what most people do. Oh my gosh, you panic. Just make suggestions. Try to put your weight back as far as you can on the rear wheel, and try to get, just like a boat. If you've ever seen a boat, if you've ever been in a boat, or if you've ever driven a boat, you're trying to get the boat planed out as quickly as you can. So in other words, when you start out on a boat, light boats with strong engines, typically what you see is the boat, you give it some throttle and it stands up. And if you don't let off the throttle, or if you don't build up some speed pretty quickly, the boat just kind of sits there because it wants to go. It's really hard to get the boat planed out if you got a bunch of weight in the front, and the boat's going to be upset. It's going to be trying to fly, trying to get up out of the water, or it's going to be pushing too much water forward. And that's where everybody gets in trouble. They don't know, just leaning it back just a little bit, or getting your ass up off the seat and pushing your ass backwards. It's the best way to ride in sand because it feels so uncomfortable. It feels so unstable. But once you get the hang of it, once you start, you just let the bike float. You're just basically letting the bike float and making suggestions about which way you want to go. And once you get the hang of it, you're like, okay, I'm not the 50-mile-an-hour guy through the sand. I'm more like 35, 25, 35. But what you don't want to do, you don't want to be the 5-mile-an-hour guy, because you're going to be struggling like this the whole time. You're trying to get the boat planed out, and all you're doing is digging sand. And then get your bike planed out just like a boat, and you'll just float across the sand like boats do on the water.